Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
or finding our inner Brock and Michelle,
or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or this episode, we're going to go with Victor Hugo Green and Alma Duke. They both were married in 1918. We're going to talk a little bit more about Victor Green, right? Because we seen the real Green Book. Not that foolishness that allegedly won awards. No shade to Marsala Ali. We know, bro, do what you got to do. Get your money. Get your money, king. But we seen a documentary that's actually going to be on the Smithsonian that like really went into detail on the purpose of the Green Book, who created it, and like some of just the figures, right? So some of the unsung legends that really came from that Green Book. And it was amazing. Like I had to think about like when these folks were born. They was born in the late 1800s. They were married in the early 1900s. I was like, come on. Right? It was sickening, right?
Yeah, it was.
Who is you?
I'm Neil.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 225, y'all.
It's 225.
Be sure to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black and Okay. Also, shout out to the individual who wrote an article. What is her name?
For what?
We was in XO Nicole.
XO Nicole.
A couple days ago.
I think it was the Instagram handle. You call it a handle. What's the Instagram name?
XO Nicole.
No, I think the person who tagged us, it was like Kinky Cultures tagged us.
Oh, yeah, Kinky Culture.
Which is
Kinky Curls Culture tagged us.
Who've been rolling for us a while, so thank you for that.
Yeah, letting us know.
Yeah, thank you for letting us know. And then I think the person's name was like Sharp Patterson or something like that.
Yeah. Sharp Patterson. Char J. Patterson.
Char J. Patterson.
Yeah.
You got to find her and thank her. Yeah.
So if you listen to us, thank you. Thank you to both of y'all.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah, I know that'd be making my little piece of Leo day. Because I just think it'd be just 4 people listening.
Now I'm gonna be on the verge of quitting every time.
I don't be on the verge of quitting. Don't say, you say very strong words.
Now I'm gonna be on the verge of quitting, and then next thing you know, we get in the essence, and then I am be good, and it's like Nero, we got in the essence.
Oh, essence! I didn't know what the hell Nero was saying.
And then I am be like, Nero, I don't know about this podcast, and then next thing you know, XO Nicole.
Yes, thank you. So thank you, XO Nicole. And you know what I like? I like that as our people. You know, I don't care about other like air quote mainstream or majority stream, like that type of notice. But, you know, knowing that, like, our folk is listening, that's what makes me happy.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's good.
What's going on with you?
Well, first and foremost, happy Black Love Day. I know y'all getting ready to celebrate that Valentine's and Galentine's. I don't know what the white culture going on. Is Galentine's just for girl? I don't understand.
I don't know.
We're not focusing on that. But today, February. Yeah, Galentine's, G-A-L.
Like
today is
gallons of liquor.
G-A-L and then times. Galentine.
Oh.
It is Black Love Day. So happy Love Day, y'all. And yes, it's a real thing. So let's celebrate it. So the history of it. So Black Love Day was founded in 1993. The founder is, I don't want to say her name wrong, is Amayo Kendi, and she's the founder/director of the African American Holiday Association. Black Love Day is the African Center alternate to the commercial Valentine's Day, with the spiritual goal of encouraging 1, Black self-love instead of self-hatred, 2, increase peace to stop violence, and 3, radical healing. So again, today, February 13th, is the official Black Love Day. It's the 3rd nationally observed African American holiday of atonement, reconciliation, celebration, and 24-hour showings of Black love. And the 5 tenets of it are specific acts towards Black love of the Creator, for the self, the family, within the Black community, and each other. So shout out to Black Love Day.
Shout out to Black Love Day. Galentine's Day was based off an episode of Parks and Recs.
That's fine.
And then
I think Parks and Recs got that from other people. Like, I don't think the people at the writers' table at Parks and Recs was that creative. Like, I think it was a thing people were doing, and they just made it public and branded it. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's just celebration with you and your girls by yourself.
Oh.
Yeah. But we're talking about Black Love Day.
Yeah, we are.
Happy Black Love Day.
Have y'all told somebody black y'all love them today?
Because that's what you're supposed to do. And the acts of Black love, this is the last day of it. Tell somebody you love them. Show relentless and righteous acts of Black love, whatever that may be.
Baby, I love you.
I love you too. Look, done. Yeah, you just checking boxes. That's not right.
Done and done.
I love Black Love Day. I mean, we got to flesh out what we're doing a little bit today. Well, so what's interesting is my father's actually coming in town, so it's just gonna be a family Black Love Day. So it's gonna be turned up. But the negative part on it is that it's bad weather. Air quote bad weather for California. I hate to even say that when y'all got polar vortexes, wind, storm, sleet, ice,
thunder, snow, and shit
everywhere. But it's just supposed to rain for like the next 3 or 4 days out here. And I think today, Black Love Day, is supposed to be like the worst of it. So it's supposed to be a lot of flash flooding, a lot of like high winds type stuff. So like I said, it's bad weather for out here. But if I was on the Midwest and this just happened today, I think y'all would be outside walking in the rain.
Yeah.
So I don't know. What you been thinking? The weather, and actually yesterday, y'all, was the first day I felt cold.
Yeah, yesterday got pretty damn cold.
Yeah, yesterday I was like, I'm a little chilly. Like I had to put my coat up to my throat a little. I said I could go for a scarf.
Had a big thick hoodie on, just trying to stay warm.
You ain't put on a coat?
No.
You petty. It got like 40-some degrees.
Yeah, it was hoodie weather.
No, that's more than hoodie weather. That's coat weather.
Oh.
That's wool coat weather.
You know, only coat I got, truthfully, I don't have any coats that's appropriate for California weather. All my coats are like the 3-in-1s. So I got like a shell.
You pick a shell of it to wear, Nero. You just wear the one layer.
That shell's still hot as hell.
Oh my God.
Like none of it's breathable.
Uh-huh.
So.
Well, you have to go purchase something for yourself, baby.
Yeah.
Do you plan on doing that?
I'll just wear a hoodie for now.
Oh. You know it's Black Love Day.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to do acts of self-love.
Yeah. I bought me a hoodie.
Huh?
I bought me a hoodie.
No, sweetie. Acts of self-love meaning taking care and pride in what you look like and who you are.
I am.
Oh, and what'd you say you wearing?
A hoodie.
I'm thinking we're aging out of that. I think we're aging. I think once you hit about 30, like you can wear hoodies to the market, but just not as your wardrobe. That's not acceptable.
Why not?
Black Love Matters community. Y'all want to weigh in? 30 plus, help near them out.
I think you still get away with a hoodie.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
As a whole, and maybe a hoodie as an outfit. Like it got to be a curated outfit. It can't be a cheap ass hoodie. Like it got to be thick cotton. It can't be that cheap Walmart cotton. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
That thicker cotton with that material when it's almost like it's waterproof.
Yeah.
You got to get a good hoodie. You can't just be wearing Walmart hoodies around and call it an outfit.
Oh, okay.
You think you can do that?
I didn't say Walmart hoodies.
Well, what are you thinking?
A nice hoodie. Nice black sheen hoodie. Maybe from Under Armour, maybe Nike, something like that.
We boycotting them.
Both of them?
All of them racist.
Uh-oh.
That's the other thing I meant to tell y'all in that when we were talking about Gucci, Prada, and what's the other company, Montclair?
Mm-hmm.
They all racist.
Yeah.
It's just who gonna be the most racist this week. That's it, and who we deciding to forgive.
Gotcha.
But anyway, that's all my check-in, right? Like bad weather, but navigating through it. My father's coming in town, and just a happy Black Love Day. And make sure y'all take some space for you, right? It doesn't have to be for a partner or a spouse. Like if you need this Black Love Day to love on yourself, love on your damn self.
Mm-hmm.
But take a moment to realize that too.
Yeah.
Take a moment to acknowledge it. Niram, what's going on with you?
So Monday, my father passed.
Mm-hmm.
And that was interesting. I wouldn't say at least. Like I was talking to my mom because she was like, my mom was on the thing of like nobody called me.
Yeah.
Yada yada yada. Even though they haven't been together in 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
But she was like, I still want to.
Y'all have a child together.
Yeah, like she still wanted to check in and check out, right? And she's like,
yeah, it's not just a girlfriend, right? They have a child together.
Yeah, they had me.
Yeah, she should get updates.
Like, just something, right? And she's like, I ain't heard nothing. And I was like, well, he got discharged on Saturday or Sunday. And she's like, well, the snow is snowing, but when the snow clear up on Tuesday before the other storm, I'm thinking I'm gonna go see him. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So we having a conversation, and I forgot what else we was talking about, like something stupid. Oh, about her car and like the snow. I
don't think that's stupid. What? Or just everyday talk?
Yeah, it was just like everyday talk. So it was like, her car and the snow. She's like, yeah, I'm going to get some new tires. And I was like, oh, okay. Mm. It just been snowing and icing out here. And I was like, well, maybe you should just stay in the house. Yeah. Well, I got to go out with my church friends. And I was like, oh.
She got a little life.
Maybe y'all should just stay all at one house then.
Oh, instead of everybody going out, like find a place to go, yeah.
Because they all like to go out. They be going out to dinner and shit, and lunch, breakfast.
Yeah.
Be going to the gym and working out. Like, why don't y'all just stay at one person's house? Like, the weather is too inclement for you to be driving and doing all this other stuff.
Ripping and running, yeah.
No, I'm just gonna go ahead and get out there.
What letter, honey?
And I said, then I was like, so y'all gonna tell church secrets? Yeah, we wait till the pastor's wife leave and then we tell church secrets.
The pastor's wife invited.
Because my mother's board. And I guess
okay.
the pastor's wife is officially a part of the mother's board. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how churches work.
Look, she's the chair. I don't know. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe she's the chair of mother's board. I don't know. So, we was talking about that, and then, I got a phone call from my cousin who's been, like, sending me text messages and giving me updates. Shout out to you. And it's like, he just passed maybe about 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And it's like, he was just watching TV, and my aunt went to go, like, make some dinner or something like that. She came back, he was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, you got to get ready to, head back to the city.
Yeah.
And navigate through all that.
And then, in addition to that, so it's just been a rough past couple of days, and Nyambi's coming very hard on me about, trying to fix my life.
I'm not trying to fix your life, but we grown.
So, I'm going through that, and lately, like, Mabel has been losing her damn mind in the middle of the night.
And I told Niram to lay off of her because I do hear people downstairs, and Niram's like, "Is nothing happening?" Go ahead.
And I've been cussing Mabel the fuck out because she just be barking and things of that sort. So the lady that lives directly under us, I was walking Mabel the other day. It was actually the same day I found out my father passed. And she was like, I know it might have been loud lately. I'm sorry.
I heard Mabel.
I heard Mabel barking sometimes. If we're too loud, just let me know. And I'm like, oh, okay. Like, is something going on? Well, my husband passed about a week ago out here in the I don't want to say foyer, but like the grass area. I don't know what you call that little
courtyard.
The courtyard area. I want to say foyer.
No, foyer is in the house.
I know, but the foyer for outside.
The vestibule.
The foyer for outside is called what? A courtyard.
The courtyard.
Oh,
yeah.
He just died out here.
That shocked me. I didn't even know.
I didn't know either.
And you be here.
I didn't know.
You didn't see no ambulance.
No, it must have been during the times where I had started my new job.
And I was at work.
Yeah.
Because I ain't seen no.
I ain't
too
seen
tight quarters not to see no ambulance.
Hear no ambulance or nothing.
Yeah, or police.
So, a pat on with that. And it's, it just made me feel like an asshole for cussing Mabel out. So, Mabel, I'm sorry. And I love and affirm you.
Because I told her, I said, I think something's happening down there.
But it was just happening too frequently. Like, Mabel, shut the fuck up.
Because y'all know when, I'm assuming, I don't know a lot about white fumes, but I'm assuming when anyone passed in the Western culture, a lot of folks come to the person's house, right? So it's a lot of in and out. I'm assuming they got kids or, nieces or something that was kind of checking on them, staying later. Maybe even, white folks move a little quicker than black people. So she might be cleaning out that apartment, right? So it might be just a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Happening. And the thing is, Mabel low to the ground. So she can hear some shit we can't be hearing.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just letting us know it's some shit popping off.
Oh. Yeah.
And I was like, I think it's something happening. I think we should just relax. And Naren was like, why is she barking in the middle of the night? I was like, because I think they doing stuff in the middle of the night.
So, yeah.
We still divided on if we should tell her not to bark at loud noises.
It's not loud noises. It's the door. So we're house divided because Naomi's like, I don't know if I don't mind Mabel barking at the door, like when our neighbors close the door and things of that sort. But it's like, I do because it translates to you being at work.
You really worried about me at work?
Yeah, because you complain about it a lot.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anywho. But how are you feeling about all this? How are you processing? I know you said I was coming on hard. What do you mean?
Well, how you feel? How you feel now? Tell me how you feel. You got any good thoughts about it? You ain't bad thoughts? Tell me. And it's like, pump your brakes. Like, I'm still trying to figure it out myself. And I know, like, you're a very external processor and things of that sort, but I don't process that way. I don't want to talk. I don't even want to hear condolences. Don't tell me my condolences. That shit don't mean nothing to me.
Why?
It don't. Like, what does that do? That don't fix nothing. It don't solve nothing. It just makes the person that says my condolences feel better. They say, oh, yeah, well, I said something. I did my part by saying my condolences. That shit don't mean shit to me.
So what does mean?
I don't know. But that don't. Text messages in the middle of the night don't mean nothing to me. Saying my condolences.
So you will like people
memes or glyphy things with
coming
crosses
from the social media person?
That don't mean nothing to me.
Okay. So
don't.
you would rather people not say anything than to say something? I'm anti that.
What?
I would rather someone say something.
Okay, say something. Call me then.
Okay.
Call me. Pick up the phone.
Okay, so you want.
Don't hit me with no passive shit.
Okay. Well, I mean, you coming off real strong right now, so I don't know how people want to call that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay.
Y'all
People grieve in different ways, and this is my time to grieve, and I shouldn't be judged for grieving the way that I want to grieve.
No one's judging you.
Okay.
Niram is about to have a fight with me on Black Love Day, because y'all know I don't let up on Niram. A lot of people do.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all keep Niram lifted in prayer.
Yeah.
Not only Niram, just all black men and processing their emotions.
You done?
What do you mean am I done? Well, you can talk about something that you did do. Didn't you help your friend move?
So my so the day after my pops died, my friend, he had asked me last week, and he was like, I'm moving like out of here, and it's like, can you help? And I was like, sure, I'll help. So when it came up for yesterday, like it was just a good distraction, because like if I didn't have that, like I would have just been home by myself. Because you had took Mabel with you. So I just been at home looking at messages and getting pissed off. So instead, I spent the whole day helping her move. So they can move it on to Texas. So shout out to them.
How did that feel? How was that moving? Did you get a good workout?
Yeah. I got all of 20,000 steps.
That's great.
And, at this age, I think that he's going to be the last person to help move.
What do you mean? I feel like that too, but I think because we did a big move, like in our house in White Ass, Massachusetts. I feel like we still owe a favor to like people to just make that right. But I think we've repaid all of them.
I think we paid all of them too. But the thing is,
honestly,
like,
I was feeling that. I was like, we had friends, but also we were younger. We was in our mid.
Yeah, we was like mid-20s, like. So like I get that,
moving,
but like that big move and things like that. Like I'm really about paying. I want to say Mexicans, but paying whoever moving company.
Don't say that.
I said I wanted to.
On black.
I said I wanted to say Mexicans, but I didn't.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say I got to come, even though J-Lo fucked up at the Motown in the Grammys. She Puerto Rican.
But paying whoever you're gonna pay, preferably black people, to come pack up your house and move it yourself. Yeah. Because
the thing is, I'm still not. I can pack my house up. But I don't want to move no fucking boxes.
No.
I just want to pack up and unpack. I don't want to move boxes downstairs. I don't want to break down sofas. I don't want to do none of that shit.
And the way their apartment set up, it's one of those indoor high rises. So we had to take it down hallways. 3 different hallways.
It wasn't just downstairs.
Down the elevator.
And he got a newborn, so nobody his wife really couldn't help.
No, down the elevator and then like. Through the foyer, through the courtyard to the
vestibule to the altar call,
to the truck, and that was still like 100. I want to say like 100-meter roll from the door to the U-Haul truck.
That's a lot.
So it was a lot, and I was like, bruh, I know they gave you the option of having people move you or giving you the money and you do it yourself. But I think the money that you got ain't worth this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one investment I always say. Like when I was younger, I'm like, no, we can do it. We'll save money. But now, no.
No. The money you got
and
for
pay
this,
the people they worth.
Yes.
Don't try to cut corners. Like pay people their worth.
I was like, the money that you got for this, because I don't know how much it was.
They true to this, right? They come with the equipment. They move it quickly, right? They know about the bullshit. They know about your cheap ass IKEA bed. Like they know how to break that shit. Pay the people they worth.
I was like, when it's all said and done, I don't know who gonna help you when you get to your new town. Yeah. You ain't gonna know nobody there.
You got to pay somebody.
So I was like, you making grown man money now. So it's time to make grown man decisions.
Yeah. And
I know that extra change that they gave you might look nice in your bank account, but I get that all up not to go up and down these damn stairs.
And honestly, I was gonna say it might not be because it depends on how much all that stuff. Because did they pay for all like the U-Haul and the pods?
Yeah.
Or does he have to pay for it with that money he gets?
He had to pay for it with that money he gets.
I think that should add up too. That's the thing.
So he had to get a U-Haul, the pods and things of that sort.
And gas.
Yeah, and I was like,
and boxes.
Yeah, and boxes and things of that sort.
Hell no.
And I was like, I get it, but the money you saved, you I'm gonna say you like how the rich white man at my job told me.
Which rich one? Which one? Look, Silicon Valley, so many.
Right. Where he's like, the rich white man was like, I usually charge anywhere between $3,000 and $4,000 an hour for consulting.
Oh my God.
So if I clean my house,
what the fuck is he consulting on?
I don't know.
How to get to heaven?
He said, so if I clean my house, I'm theoretically losing
A lot.
$2,500 to $3,500 if I can just find somebody $50 an hour to clean my house.
Hell, 100. Any of that's worth
Right.
it. Pay people they worth.
And I was like, brother, I don't know how much you make, but you sound like you make decent money. The amount of moving that we doing, like, because the thing is, we had to move it to the U-Haul
They
truck.
like it's a minimalist
No.
house where they just got 8 boxes.
No, they have a 2-month. They have a full 2-month-old. So there's a lot of stuff.
A lot of the 2-month-old probably had all the shit.
It has a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, bruh, the amount of moving that you're doing, especially on your body, because it look like you're starting to get dead by it.
Oh my God, Dad! Both of y'all shaped up the same.
Hey.
Just petite.
I know.
So it's never mind. I was gonna say it's just lower center of gravity.
Yes, it is. I was like, bruh, it's time to make some grown up decisions. And it's like, I would have just gave that money up because all this, like, so it was a whole day thing. Like, I was gone.
When has moving not been a whole day thing?
I was gone from 9 to 9.
What if I would have left my baby here?
You got off at 5.
She would have lost her mind in that crate.
She'd be all right. Mm-hmm. So, and that was the thing. So we had to move her to the apartment, and, all the floors and levels and elevators, and they had to move into the pods. And I was like, we theoretically just moved twice.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine, like, what it's going to look like for when y'all get to y'all final destination.
Yeah.
You're going to put that baby on your back, and your wife's going to have to help you. I don't know. Somebody going to help.
Yeah.
You might have to go to Home Depot.
Or it's even worth flying people out to help.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho.
Yeah, so.
Perfect.
It was a good distraction.
It was. You want to close up our Black Love Day?
Yeah.
Or the acts of Black Love, I should say.
What day we left off on?
I'm always acting brand new.
And so, did you make a small gift?
Yes, I did. I can't say that. I remember last time podcast, I can't say a lot because I think they might be listening. So once they get it, which will probably be sometime next week, I'll let y'all know actually what it was because it's actually a really, really cute gift. And if y'all looking for like a nice, reasonable gift to get folks real thoughtful, I'm gonna share it.
Okay.
What you get?
Nothing.
Oh, Nero.
What? My daddy died. I'm sorry. I didn't make
Wait.
buy nobody a small gift.
Wait a minute. That's not.
I failed. I accepted it and I'm moving on.
I'm not going to do this because Nero wants me to get in his tail.
I'm not. I'm just telling you what happened.
You can make it.
I didn't make nothing and I didn't buy nothing.
Well, maybe the gift of your time to your friend.
Okay.
Oh my! You didn't even get Mabel nothing.
No.
And she loved them Walmart dollar balls.
Mm-hmm. Didn't even get her nothing either.
Oh, okay. Oh my God.
Day 12. Enjoy the black arts. Watch a black movie. Read book or poetry.
What you do?
Nothing. I helped my friend move.
I did 2 things. Nero, y'all don't understand when this podcast go off. I'm gonna get him together. I did 2 things. So one of my friends actually got me this book a long time ago that I haven't read it. Jessica B. Harris books. Jessica B. Harris. Y'all know she used to do a lot of the good cookbooks, but she actually had a memoir. And it's really interesting. It started off a little slow, but it's just talking about her time like in Harlem and hanging with James Baldwin, Maya Angelou. Like it was just, I don't know. Jessica B. Harris is kind of fly. And again, if y'all know that name, she did a lot of the cookbooks and she's like a professor. And she was kind of with that end black literary crew. Kind of the second coming of the niggerati, right? She was kind of in that second wave of it. And it was just so cool just to hear her backstory. And, she tie in recipes she's made for people and like her doing things with like them older mans, right? Because she was like in her 20s and they was in their 30s and 40s, right? I can't go back and forth decide if she was having a good time or them was just some nasty niggas. But so I read Jessica B. Harris. I'm reading Jessica B. Harris' book. Oh, what is the name? I think it's called In My Own Words. Can you Google it really quick, Nero? It's just on my nightstand. I'm only a couple chapters in. Also, we talking about the black arts. I watched Boomerang. the first episode of a couple episodes of Boomerang. It's interesting. I think that's the book. What's the name of it? If you just scroll up, you see it now?
No, I don't. Keep talking.
I watched Boomerang. So Boomerang with Lena Waithe and Halle Berry, their project. It actually came on. It was interesting. I think it's definitely a younger audience, right? Like I haven't decided if this is for us yet. 30 and up. I don't know yet. I don't know if it's for us. Meaning, do every character speak to you, right? Is it good television? Is it interesting television? Is it good to look at? Yes. But this might be for the 25 and under. This might be for the younger millennials. This might not be for us born in the 80s. It's interesting, right? So a quick synopsis is it looks like it's set in current day, but it's the ad agency, that Eddie Murphy in them had, and Halle Berry, I'm assuming. And it looks like they've taken the agency on, and like they're presidents and like the VP, and they own it, right? But now I'm assuming they were in their 50s, late 50s or so. We haven't seen them, but their kids are now the kind of the main characters. So their kids are at that point where it's kind of middle management, right? Or just being privileged. So I'm assuming, I forgot the girl's name, Eddie Murphy's daughter is just kind of there. Like she's working there because her daddy owned the company, right? And like it's a group of her friends that they all kind of grew up together and they all work at the company. I might be reading too much into this, but I'm assuming that her other friends do a little bit more work. They got a little more hustle up than she do. And it's also a main character from the original Boomerang that she's kind of like the working CEO, right? So you have the president and the board, which I'm just doing Eddie Murphy and all them, like they ain't doing no more commercials, right? They just get the piece of the money and then they got the people doing the work for them. So it's just interesting to navigate through that. It looks like it's some love triangles going on. So think childhood friends. Maybe it's a friend you always had a crush on, but never moved on it, or you moved on it, it was weird. So they're navigating through that space. It's a young couple I'm actually interested in that was divorced, and they're like young divorcees. And I don't think a lot of that is talked about. I don't think we talk about early 30 divorce and what that looks like and feels like. In addition to that, the couple who got divorced, I think they Holy Ghost. Like, so I think he's a pastor. So again, looking at a pastor in their early 30s, late 20s, and she was a first lady before the age of 30. That's terrifying. And a lot to give up. I mean, she divorced now. And it looks like, still a little love lost there. And it looks like they got a gay friend, which is cute, right? I think, shout out to the LGBTQ family and representation on television, because I don't think it is as much, right? Presented, but it was interesting, right? Like I'm here for it. I think it's shot beautifully. The lighting, it's like Lena went and hollered at Ava real quick and was like, "Give me them light bulbs you be using."
Not those light bulbs.
I don't know what Ava be using, but Lena got them. But it just looks aesthetically pleasing. It's definitely a millennial show. I don't know. It gave me a little throwback, right? Like it gave me a little like, oh, love is young. Like some of the moves they were making, I was like, oh, that's so young. Okay. No, thank you. Right. Like I made that mistake 8 years ago. I don't want to almost cringed watched it, which I guess is good writing. Where it's just like, oh no, sis, I don't. But the character who's going to get on my nerves is Marcus' daughter. I don't even know her name. But she is the main character. Like she really don't know what she wants. Like Simone, yeah. Oh my God, Simone gonna be the reason I turn the television off. Which I guess is why she's a good actress. But she's just like, I don't know why you rich kids. Look, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do it us against them. You rich black kids always trying to go back to the block. Ain't shit popping on the block.
No.
Ain't shit popping on the block.
And they don't even want to go to Detroit.
And like she's very much like, well, I don't want to just go off of what my father's done. Bitch, why not? How do you think the white kids stay rich?
By doing the same thing they did to dad.
And not even doing the same thing, right? Like, but if your dad has the resources and the pull and the community and the connections to get what you need to get, and you're good at what you do, why the fuck not? And you have talent. Why ain't you flexing?
Maybe she don't have talent.
But
They just have money and access.
Come on. I think she got a little bit of talent. I think her talent needs to be cultivated, but I think she do got a little piece of talent. The man that's actually at the firm working, I think he actually has natural talent. I think she has talent that could be cultivated, but I think he naturally gets it. Like, he has a more of a business mind than she do. I think she just wants to be great and like float around and wear Gucci. I think she likes the idea of work. Is that a thing? Can we talk about this hustle culture? I think people like the idea of hustle culture, but actually doing it is
it's called
thing.
hustle porn.
Is it called hustle porn? Yeah, that's how I would describe her. She likes hustle porn to the point where, you know, they had a scene. This is where Lala, I almost call her Lala Anthony. You know, from Instagram. I don't know her. Lala, you know, the very, very skinny girl.
No, I don't.
You do know her. If you see her, you'll know it. Because she be with the black guy who wear the lipstick in the... that probably ain't Healthman.
Okay.
There's a lot of them. I don't want to do that. But she's from Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually was a stripper. And Simone is like trying to air quote be her manager and agent to help her pop off.
Lala Malone?
Lala Milan, yeah.
Milan.
Well, you know what? She did really good. Like, shout out to Lala. She done got some acting coaching. Like, she did. Because I thought, you know, because she has such a distinctive voice and look, I thought it was going to be hard to distinguish or separate this character from the character she plays on Instagram. Like, I thought it was just going to be kind of the same person and blend. But shout out to Lala. I think she did an excellent job, right? Like, she did better than some of the season. No, let me keep it clean. Everyone did very well, I would say. It's interesting. It's definitely more slanted towards the younger crowd. I think Love Is R.I.P. was a little towards the older crowd. Right? Does that make sense? Yeah. Like a little older, right?
Can they get that up to somebody?
Millennial. Is it me or I'm still mourning Love? Love Is. It's not coming back on.
Damn.
Can we just give it to the madam?
Can Oprah buy it from them?
And then can we make an agreement that he can't touch it?
Right. And Harpo Productions move it on?
Say his wife. His wife did not do anything.
Or his wife. But did she leave him?
No, she didn't.
Well, the money going...
Over allegations? I don't think... Come on. I don't... Black love. Like, I'm still craving that deepness. And, you know, it's just episode 1. So, shit, they only can do so much in 21 minutes. So, I think I'm just craving a little bit more of that deeper... But it could be coming. The season's early.
Yeah. The Shy's will be coming back, too.
Yeah, so maybe the Shy will be able to fill that up for me, right? Everything can't be and don't have to be, you know, earth-shattering. Let me process it through. Like, this is a good bop. You know, it reminds me of, like, a black, cute little 90210, like a just young black show.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper?
No. It ain't that clean. It ain't that. No, it ain't clean. It ain't that. Like, they fucking.
Wayans brothers?
No. They're fucking. Like, it's absolutely a sitcom.
Yeah, they ain't do much fucking back then.
Yeah. Black.
I'm thinking about even Martin. Like, you know, he kissed up on Tisha, but, you know, it just end scene.
I mean, yeah, it's on Fox. Boomerang's on cable.
Still.
Yeah, I think it was a different time. But no, they're doing that. It's just, I think it's just for particularly a slightly young audience, but open to everyone. And meaning that, you know, some plot lines, like on Love Is and some of these other shows, you're like, oh shit, that's me, right? But in some of the Boomerang stuff, I was like, oh yeah, that was me on my internship in undergrad. And also, I'm trying to connect the dots too. Like, oh wow, y'all like in y'all mid-20s and y'all schmoozing with VPs. But I was like, oh, it's because their parents is highly connected. Shout out to that. And I'm okay seeing that.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, but you should watch it now.
I will. I'm gonna have some free time, so.
Yeah.
What else we got?
I want to talk a little bit about the Green Book. We went to go see this showing, y'all. We were exclusive showings, and it was so good. And I just wanted to take a moment just to highlight it a little bit, don't you, Nero?
Yeah.
So the Green Book was something that was created by, you okay, Nero?
Yeah.
Oh, that was created by Victor Green. Who was a postal service worker, right? And it was a way for Black people to navigate through the country, right? So if you're driving through certain states, it will tell you what roads to go down, what towns to go to. If you needed somewhere to stay, it will tell you what hotels were welcoming to Black people. It will tell you what businesses, where you can eat, where not to eat, where public beaches were, where to go on vacation, right? Because with the Great Migration and folks coming up north, getting jobs at like different plants or housekeeping, or just being able to just have more access to money, that opened kind of the Black middle class, air quote, that was the creation of it.
Yeah.
And with the Black middle class, right, you were able to get cars. And this idea that cars then became this ticket to
anywhere
you wanted to be to Black people, right? And it was a good conversation they even had a little bit in the documentary, and I think it speaks to us still today on like the importance of cars. Like back in the day, some people were more wanted cars
than they wanted a
house,
yeah,
right? Because by having a car, at least you can be mobile,
right.
You can go places, you can go other things, and I think that has seeped into our culture even to today, but I think not in a negative way. Like, I don't think people realize the historical context of it, right?
Yeah,
like, so I think now it's a status symbol, but before it was another form of a status symbol, right? It was literally a form of freedom.
Yeah, it was.
Right, to now where I think is a symbol of freedom.
It was a form of freedom because you got a car, you get the hell up off that damn plantation.
Oh. Or out where you need to be, right? And
or get up off. Fuck this shit. I ain't doing sharecropping no more. Get my car and go.
Yeah, you can go and do that because a lot of folks came up north and did that, and they talked about that, right? And they highlighted like the move to Detroit and all that. I just thought it was super interesting. But the primary thing about the documentary was just about this green book and how it was created and how it was just this Black man who was a postal carrier created it and went to like these publishing companies. And what was it? Essos Gas, ESSL.
Yeah, Essos Gas.
And I'm still like, I know that they help with publishing, but I'm even curious, like, they so forward thinking.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know more about that company because they were the first like major company in America to have like Black VPs of marketing, and that's how it got published because the Black VPs was like, oh, this is something we need to invest in. This to be a hit in the community. This is something we need to do, along with making our gas stations as a place where Black people can come and be safe and be served. Mm-hmm. So that's how it ultimately got distributed out, right? And they were able to make copies of it. And folks got green books through like their postal carriers. So as their postal carriers was going around getting mail, that's when they would actually sell it to folks. They'd be like, if you're thinking about traveling, you're going down south, here's the green book. It tells you where to go, where not to go. It's all approved.
Yeah.
So I thought that part was interesting. Another piece I thought was interesting was this idea of sundown towns.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. How the fact that they had it where Black folks can be there in the sun, when it's up by after 6 p.m. you have to go. And it'd be like, nigga, go.
It'll be signs. Like, in the green book, it'll tell you, like, you can be in this town, but this town is considered a sundown town.
Right. It's not safe for Black people at night.
At night. And so explicit that these sundown towns, like Miriam said, had signs of, like, welcome to white village. By 6 p.m.
Niggas not welcome or something like that.
Yeah, basically, colored's not welcomed. That explicit. And they went on to say, like, of course, Jim Crow South is going on, and folks looked at the North as the promised land, but the North and the West was actually the places who had the most of these sundown towns. Right? So these were all over Michigan, Chicago, Illinois. I think it was Missouri who has the most. They have over 200 cities that fell into this sundown town.
Right.
Category, which blew my mind, right? Like, I knew about sundown towns, I heard about them, but I guess I just didn't realize how many of them were. And I think they also have like this website. I think if you just Google sundown towns, and they're able to go historically look and see which towns were considered sundown towns and why they were, and how long they were, the different things that happened and all that stuff. Wasn't that like...
That's crazy.
And then the other piece I enjoyed about the Green Book, this documentary, and even the Green Book, is just the highlighting of Black businesses, right? I think we talked about this a few days ago, or maybe weeks ago. Remember we talked about the Killer Mike episode? How we had to discuss if desegregation was really a positive thing or not. And of course, long term, yes, right? We need to be integrated in schools, be able to come and go out as we please. But with that, the consequence we didn't think about or didn't know was coming was the downfall of the Black economy and the downfall of the Black businesses. Right. So seeing the Green Book, it was just so good to see all these thriving businesses in every area. Right. And I think even most in particularly, it was so positive to see so many Black women. Right. It's so many. I think this is a great example of the erasure of Black women in history again. Right. Because even currently today, Black women are on track for being the fastest growing subgroup of entrepreneurs.
Yep, absolutely.
Right. And even back in the day, they were the fastest growing subgroup of entrepreneurs back then. But I don't think that was nothing that was said explicitly, right? Because we had the hair salons, we had the food, we had somewhere where you to come lay your head and sleep, right? And men had barbershops and other stuff like that, but it was majority Black women. And that whole history was erased. That I had the process to be like, oh man, wait a minute. Right. And then in this documentary, I don't want to give it away because I really want y'all to go watch it. It's coming on the Smithsonian channel on February 24th. I'm sure if you just go to Smithsonian.com and type in the Green Book, right, like you can find, like, I so recommend you watching this. It was just so great. Right. And learning about some of the other folks, AJ Gadsden, which I've heard of him before, right, who owns like all the hotels. And like when he died, he was like, his estate was over 40-something million. Like there were so many self-made millionaires in that time that just disappeared.
And so, and
their
I think
legacy
that's one of the things,
just gone.
Because a lot of Black folks benefited from segregation.
Yeah.
Like you said, with barbershops, grocery stores, hotels,
everything.
Like pretty
Cleaners,
much everything that you think of.
Car shops, all that.
You know, that a community would have, like Black folk had it.
Yeah.
And they serve as nothing but Black folk.
Yes.
And, you know, with desegregation that happened, a lot of people didn't continue to support those businesses that were staples in the communities.
They went to the white ones.
They end up going to the white ones.
And then the white ones never came to us.
Yes.
That's why I said what white people can do for Black History Month is support a Black fucking business.
And they never came to us, so our dollar just left.
Yes.
Thus, however, if segregation was still there or some type of form of it,
we would have no choice but to invest in our own businesses.
And invest in our own community.
Yeah. It's hard, isn't it? It's a double-edged sword. Of course, we want to be. Yes, we don't. Nigga, no, we're not saying bring back Jim Crow South, right? But it's something to
It's something about that, right?
It's something to
something, and it's to the thing of like, even Black folk, right? We have to have the sense of appreciation and pride for our culture to know that, you know, sometimes when you deal with Black businesses,
you gotta let it roll.
Sometimes you gotta let the shit ride.
And if you angry about it, just be like Nyambi. Just come on here, vent, cuss them out, give them 2 weeks, and try it again. Be clear though with the expectations. Y'all know I kept saying I'm gonna give up Black beauty shop and go to the YouTube. Have I did it?
No.
Y'all know I'm gonna support them Black girls. Oh, and speaking of a Black business, Natural 85, I got that melatonin hitting. If y'all looking for natural hair care products, first of all, that oil, I just use it on my whole body. I'm tempted to put it on Mabel. And that curl cream is good. It's thick. Mm-hmm. You know how Shea Moisture a little loose? Yeah. No, this is for 4C hair girls, so it's thick. Shout out to Natural support her business. Melanin. It ain't no ad. We ain't never had an ad. It's fancy. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. But like that, right? Taking this whole notion of having this sense of pride for the culture to support these Black businesses.
We got to give them grace.
We have to give them grace because
we got to. And I know it's hard. Oh, y'all know it's hard. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to talk shit. When they fuck up, I'm going to talk shit and I'm going to get them together. But that don't mean I'm never going to support them again.
But the thing is, like, you know, it's hard because they don't have the same resources as the other folks have. And they're doing it on half of the amount of resources that the other folks have and don't even have the know-how, right?
I know.
Where some of these businesses has been along
for decades. Years. Actually, not decades. Generations. Come on.
And then, you know, we just getting started. So, yeah, you're going to have some fuck-ups. And I think now in the modern day of social media and everything fast on your cell phone, you expect Black businesses to be fast too.
I give Black businesses grace, but the thing is, I give constructive feedback. Mm-hmm. So I'm the customer to be like, listen, Leon, I done waited 30 minutes for a pork chop. I'm gonna need a piece of Kool-Aid for free.
Need some Kool-Aid or something, right?
Right, but I will be back in 2 weeks, right? Like that is Nyambi's stance, right? Mm-hmm. I think it goes back to when I watch Black movies, even if they're bad.
You watch them.
Because I'm going to see Tyler Perry's funeral. I think it's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
But it is something too. And I've been a lot more cognizant of my black dollars. Like, I think, honestly, I think we do a decent job of supporting black businesses, but we could do more. And I think since we've been out in Silicon Valley, we've really been slacking on it.
Yeah.
Right. I think when we was in white ass New England, we used to do a lot more. Let's get online. Let's search. Let's look. Oh, it's this cute little shop in New York. It's a cute little shop in Brooklyn, Harlem. Right. We can have it delivered. DC, Philly. But I think being out here, it's a little bit harder. Right. Because you kind of only got the Oakland. It's kind of the black Mecca. That's it. Vallejo.
And supposedly there's a black community in San Jose, but I haven't found it.
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah. What for the folks who live out here? What is this? Rewind. What's this community of black people that live in San Jose? Because I have not seen them. Because every time I see, like, even where I get my hair done, like straightened, she be like, "Yes, black people in San Jose." And this, I'm stupid. What street are they on?
Where?
So, but I have noticed that I haven't been as thoughtful as I have been. And a lot of stuff, like I said, I get a lot of stuff online and mail. But being out here in California, they be like, you'll get it in 4 months. I'm like, Jesus, do I got to wait 4 weeks for them to ship it to the West Coast?
It do be long as hell.
I just be discouraged. Like, even sometimes Amazon be shading me. It be like, I know you got Prime, but we ain't going to make it. I'm like, damn, Amazon ain't going to get. Where the East Coast, they always got there. Mm-hmm. You need it in 3 hours? Be there in 2.
And you be thinking, well, shit, y'all got a part of y'all headquarters here.
It's here. I'm thinking we gonna get more, but it's not.
I drive by Amazon every damn day.
I be like, is it in there? And it's not. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
I feel like everything takes longer to get out here. But like I said, y'all watch the Green Book. Did they have word on it coming on? We'll let y'all know. But I think it's February 24th.
25th, I believe.
It's later in the month. It's gonna be sometime next week.
February 25th
at 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
on the Smithsonian Channel. We don't even know how to find that. It is called The Green Book Guide to Freedom. So again, it's called The Green Book Guide to Freedom. It's premiering February 25th at 8 p.m. on the Smithsonian Channel. I think you can go to Smithsonian online.
I think it's also on. I think YouTube has a Smithsonian something as well.
Yep. So check the app if you don't got the Smithsonian Channel. Check online. Check YouTube. Like, I know it's going to be available. But whatever it is, just make sure that y'all watch it. You will be fulfilled. Our ancestors made this shit look good. It's in us, right? Like, this sense of entrepreneurship is in us. Our ancestors, like, they laid the foundation.
So Smithsonian Channel is also available on your Roku devices. So okay. Roku, Apple TV.
Oh, okay, nice.
Fire Stick. You can just download it.
So download the Smithsonian Channel, y'all.
You can download the Smithsonian Channel and watch it there.
Please, y'all, we begging. We can do it together. Maybe we'll do a watch party. Smithsonian Channel, The Green Book. Please. Please. But that'd be a good watch for the children.
Yeah.
Like, for y'all who got the babies, put the babies down and let them watch it and watch their eyes grow.
Yeah, I think it might be free too.
No, it should be.
Full episodes and videos from Smithsonian Channel available on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, Netflix.
Yeah,
it's on Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, I think they get reruns of it, right? So once it's played, it'll come to Netflix after a while.
Okay.
Yeah, the Smithsonian, because all the Smithsonians are free, babe. Like, it's paid. Well, it ain't free. We pay for it.
It's taxes.
Through our taxes.
Gotcha.
So it's already paid for it.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's an app where you can get Smithsonian Plus, where you can get extra things, right? But I think baseline, the stuff that comes on, you can watch.
Gotcha.
Perfect. Know that. But please watch it, y'all. It's so good. The last thing I want to talk about is these Grammys.
What's going on? Did you end up watching it?
I watched pieces of it.
Okay.
J-Lo in this Motown performance. The thing is, I'm not mad at J-Lo. I'm not upset at J-Lo. The producers, I'm a little upset about the producers. The thing is, J-Lo's an excellent performer. J-Lo is a legend in her own. I think soon we need to be doing a dedication to her, right? Just for the moves she's made in, like, Puerto Ricans, in the music industry, women of color in the music industry. Like, J-Lo deserve her roses. But do I think she was the appropriate one to do this?
Hell no.
I don't. But I'm not mad at her. Let's be clear. Because I don't think I should I'm not in the school of telling sis to turn down money or exposure, right, for her own brand. But again, like what I was talking about with Gucci and them, no one had the cultural competence to say,
We got Fantasia. Something.
Or you know what? J-Lo could have did it, right?
She could have been one part of it.
Yeah, why was she the whole shit? That's maybe it. Because, and then here come old Smokey. Old funny eyes. Motown was for everyone. Smokey, we know that. But when we're talking again, look, here he come as a black man. We're talking about the erasure of black women from history, right? And then the disrespect to honor Diana Ross in the same breath, in the same show. Then have J-Lo, Puerto Rican self. Shout out to the Puerto Ricans. Come on up there. J-Lo not even Puerto Rican and black. She Puerto Rican. They might as well. Never mind. I don't want to disrespect J-Lo because she's a legend. So I want to be clear. I'm not upset about her. I'm upset about the some of the black men around who trying to cape for this to say it's okay, or the people caping to say, well, Motown was for everybody. And I get it, right? Because if we honestly want to talk about Motown in Detroit, I think a hidden secret is like black people, we was here for it.
But Motown was for the whites.
We really wasn't here for it. Like, I think that's one of the biggest hidden secrets of people who live in Detroit. Like, we put respect on Motown, Berry Gordy, all these acts, right? And put it this way, there's major acts that we put respect on. Right, Diana Ross, like it's certain acts that we put the respect on, but some of them other artists, Motown was for white audience. Motown
was for the whites. Let's just call it
was watered down R&B to be digestible by white people.
Exactly.
Black people who live in Detroit, like we bop to Motown, but we had a lot of side clubs we was listening to too. Mm-hmm. But regardless. It was a lot of black women and black men that carried that. And for them to say, Jenny from the block, not even from Detroit. So maybe if J-Lo was from Detroit. Jenny is from, what does 6 train run through?
Bronx, I think.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think in 30 years, when they do like this whole Bronx in New York stand up, they ain't gonna get the pole girls from Detroit.
No.
They'll be like, hey, girl, hey, Dej Loaf. You mind rapping for so and so real quick, Queen Latifah? Nah, and they black, right? Mm-hmm. Remy Ma, whoever it is, Cardi B, Nicki, whoever it is, they gonna come out that grave. Like, you know what I'm saying? They gonna come from wherever they've been hiding and dust off them vocals to do it. So I think that played a little bit into it. It's just the erasure of black women, or even just the treatment of black people in their artistry and how they've had. I think I'm coming hot off the Sam Cooke documentary. How we've had our masters taken, our music taken, our voice taken. We just didn't need J-Lo to do a narrative of black people.
No. That
wasn't needed. And it just wasn't culturally competent. It just wasn't timely.
No.
That's all. Maybe if we were different, maybe if Obama was the president, J-Lo could have did the Motown.
Still not acceptable.
But I just don't think it was her. And again, I don't want to say it's her, because even J-Lo talking about, well, I did it for my mama. Even there, sis, it wasn't for your mama.
No. Was Fantasia not available? Is she recording that?
She did some of the side ones because she did some tribute to Aretha Franklin, and I seen it was Fantasia, Audrey Day, and Yolanda Adams who blew. I think it was Daydreaming, and I just found that as a clip on Instagram. I won't lie. When I tell you they blew the house, they blew the house. Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. No beef against J-Lo. She's a GOAT, and honestly, this is one of the best vocals I done heard J-Lo give in a while. So,
well, you know, she coming off her Vegas run.
Shout out to J-Lo. She did her thing, but I just think it was something to that. What you think, Nira? That's it?
Yeah, I think it was a whack.
Oh, it wasn't horrible.
It was whack. That was a whack ass move.
Oh, by Grammys. Oh, I'm like, the performance wasn't horrible. Like, her performance wasn't horrible.
Well,
it was
know,
all right.
Her performances are never...
J-Lo entertains, honey.
I think it's always like a...
Very...
lukewarm to...
I mean, it had a lot of salsa in that Motown.
Yeah. You didn't know damn salsa in Motown.
It was a lot of salsa, but shout out to the Puerto Ricans.
If you don't give me a Temptations 2-step, the fuck wrong with you?
But she was killing it.
Mm-hmm.
She killed it, right? And she was serving body, yaddy, yaddy.
Okay. Who I really want to talk about as performances.
Oh.
It's Janelle Monáe.
First of all, let's not skip over the GOAT, Diana Ross,
okay,
who's still receiving her flowers, who's still being great. I think I seen the meme with Tracy Ellis Ross with her phone up, smiling while her mom was performing, talking about this going to be Blue Ivy and Beyonce in 30 years. Mm-hmm. Where's the lie? Tracy Ellis Ross be standing for her mom. Hell, I still stand for Diana Ross. Mm-hmm. Diana Ross is still performing.
Yes.
I'm waiting for her to come to Silicon Valley or San Francisco or San Jose, because I'm going to give her a coin. Mm-hmm. You hear me?
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I ain't the biggest Diana Ross stand, right? But as I get older, the respect, more and more respect is put on the boss.
The boss, Diana Ross.
Yes. Okay, because she's been tiptoeing. She invented the tiptoe.
Mm-hmm.
Diana Ross has been tiptoeing and skipping across stage and singing in falsettos for what, 40 years?
Yeah.
And still sound good. But
about to say something stupid. Never mind.
I think I know. Because I done seen performances where I'm like, oh, they trying to do the tiptoe Diana.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to the queen. But you want to talk about Janelle Monáe?
Janelle gave you Prince. She gave you MJ. Who else she gave you?
You said she gave you Prince. She gave you vaginas.
She gave you vaginas.
She gave you LGBTQ. She gave you non-binary, non-conforming.
She gave you everything. And
she's just so amazing to look at. She's just naturally
Instagram
pretty.
need to stop listening to me.
Why?
Because I opened her Instagram, I hit search, and her performance was the first thing up there.
Okay.
Instagram need to stop listening.
Yeah. But Janelle Monáe was a piece of art. That's
Yes.
what I'm going to start describing her. Can I have a real moment? She was serving Robot. She was serving 3020 the year. Can I be for real with y'all? I love Janelle Monáe. And whenever she comes on the screen, I stand. But I don't know what she be singing about.
Pussy.
No. Do you... sometimes I just don't know what she be... she another one who be tiptoeing sometimes. Or like singing. Mm-hmm. You know that whisper sing? Yeah. That's kind of in style now. Then she sounds great, right? Mm-hmm. But definitely whisper sing is in style for black women.
Well, it's been in style since Sierra.
Ooh.
My goodness. Not my goodness.
Because, low-key, her be whispering sometimes, too. And sometimes, I just want to hit her on the back. They be like, sing, girl! I know you can sing her. And I'm supposed to be, I'm like, what? I know you got an alto in there. Sounds beautiful, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, but I don't know. But Janelle Monáe was beautiful. She's always beautiful, though.
Yeah.
She's also like Sierra, right? They're just beautiful girls. And sometimes you get distracted by like their beauty that you be like, what just happened?
Yeah.
You be like, I know they performed.
But what just happened?
I don't know. They did that. So shout out to Janelle Monáe. Shout out to Cardi B. Still winning.
The first woman?
Solo.
The first solo?
I thought that was Lil' Kim, but it wasn't
I
solo.
guess Lil' Kim ain't got a solo.
Yeah, but she got one.
Yeah.
Because I think it's 7 or 9 of them who have it now. What was that trash BET put out with Nicki Minaj? They need to leave Nicki alone. They gonna make me come to Nicki's
What
defense.
trash they put out?
Like after Cardi B won, they did a tweet like, "Congratulations, Cardi," and something about like, I bet Nicki feel like she being drugged by her lace front.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yikes.
And B talking about it was an unauthorized tweet. What? No, you just didn't like it. Y'all throwing that person under the bus. Somebody authorized it.
Right.
I don't think they just went rogue all of a sudden.
Somebody got the code.
Ciao. So that was inappropriate. Like, we can celebrate Nicki. I mean, we can celebrate Cardi without trash shitting on Nicki. And not forgetting, right? Cardi's there because of waves Nicki made too, right? And Nicki's there because of waves Lil' Kim made. And Lil' Kim's there because of waves Queen Latifah made. And Queen Latifah, like, everybody made way for everybody.
Right.
Right? So everything that every black woman in hip hop has done has made it a little bit easier for the next person behind them to come. So, right, even though Nicki didn't win, right, the moves that Nicki was making, 5 to 10 years ago, if she didn't do that, Cardi B wouldn't be where she needs to be.
All right.
Right? But shout out to Cardi, right? We can celebrate all of that. Like, I don't know why we can't, in the same breath, celebrate all of these things, right? Shout out to Cardi. Shout out to Nicki. Shout out to all the folks. I didn't hear Cardi acceptance speech, so I'm hoping she shouted out all the people who came before her, right? Because she just couldn't go ahead and pooch her way on onto that front of the stage. Don't ever get that confused.
No.
Right? She's standing on the shoulders of plenty of brown women who got her there.
Yeah.
So let's not forget that. But shout out to her. She's still living her best life. She came dressed as Ursula. It was good.
Yeah.
From The Little Mermaid. I'm not into the couture. Like, I think she came as an oyster, right? Serving couture. Good for you.
I was wondering what the hell that was.
It's like a limited edition. I think it's from like the 90s.
Oh.
You know how like one of those fashion shows, I forgot who it was by, but like the fashion shows that have themes. Yeah. And I think the themes was like under the sea or ocean. And
gotcha.
So it's the pearl and that was the muse, right? But she looked beautiful, right? She pulled it off. Her performance, I don't wow, the performance. I mean, it was Cardi B, but I've seen. You know what my favorite performance by
The
Cardi
American
B?
Music Awards.
Favorite one. This one was.
And
You know what this performance reminded me of? It reminded me of Beyonce did the Grammys and she did "Drunk in Love" with her and Jay-Z.
oh,
Where it was just kind of like, and she had that wet hair, and I was like it was okay, but I was just like, what the fuck was that?
was her weave actually wet?
I don't know what was happening.
Because never mind. Because Nicki Minaj also be having that weave that looks wet.
Wet.
Is that a new
I don't know. I've
style?
never had that. No, that's not new. That's coming. That's old school. I would say they wore that in the 80s too. It's kind of like improved Jerry curl
Oh,
without the juice.
oh my God.
What? It is. You don't think so?
No.
Oh, okay. I think it's just a more up to date Jerry curl. So I don't know. The Cardi B performance, it was good, right? It was much better than half of them that was on there, right? But my favorite one is the AMA Awards, where she looked like Chiquita Banana.
Oh, she did that. I like it like that.
And she was rolling, and that was the Banana Gavin, and he was rolling like lit. This one, like, it was more slow and sassy because they did Money, and they had that. I don't know if she Asian, Filipino, the girl on the piano, and they just burnt. Like, I don't know if Money was the one to do. I would love for Cardi, because she had such a bomb ass year. She should have did one of those Beyonce All My Songs. Like, she should have started with Bodak Yellow and eased on through all of them and did like 30-minute snippets of all of them, maybe
30 seconds.
What did I say?
Minutes.
Oh, 30-second snippets, just to give us a taste of it. Oh, that book I was talking about, y'all, by Jessica B. Harris.
My Soul Looks Back.
It's called My Soul Looks Back, and she looks sickening on the cover. Like, that's how I hope to look back in pictures and look like this. She got her like oversized glasses on. That's basically how I look on the weekend, y'all. Oversized glasses, a bonnet, a loose shirt.
Let me take a picture of you right now.
Don't do that. Do I look like that? She looks more fly than I look.
Let me see.
Okay, well, no, we taking pictures. We can't be doing this.
Oh.
Only other thing I wanted to check in. Did y'all know Being Mary Jane was coming back?
I thought it was gone forever.
Oh, wait. We're still talking about the Grammys. Alicia Keys. Good for her.
Back to being a Mary Jane.
No,
yeah.
we got to finish talking about Alicia Keys came and hosted. Good for her. I think she gave good energy to it. I think we have conversations to have about Alicia Keys as a Black Love Matter family that I don't know if this is the appropriate space to have. I didn't see her performance. I really haven't been interested in Alicia Keys' performance since she got married to Swizz Beatz.
I heard she had 2 pianos going at once.
Okay. That's good for Alicia.
You know,
I heard very positive reviews. It was nice when Michelle Obama came out.
She was her own dueling piano.
It was nice when Michelle Obama came out. She's a superstar. It's sad when Michelle Obama we more interested in seeing Michelle Obama than any other celebrity on that stage.
Yes.
Don't care about it. I don't know why the other women, I don't know why they were chosen, but Michelle Obama could have just came out.
By herself.
She's the only first lady that can do this. Laura Bush couldn't come out and be like, hey, y'all.
No, definitely not Hillary.
The rest of them
Definitely
passed.
not.
Nobody else left.
Definitely not Melania.
Oh, I think the whole screen would have imploded. And she would have just showed up on there. But she's just the GOAT, so it was great seeing her. And she's looking good. Have we seen President Obama?
Yeah. Actually, he's supposed to be in Oakland.
Where is President Obama? I've seen Michelle Obama. I mean, I guess he can rest. Like, he put in 8 years. He can still rest. He can rest for more than a year. He can take 2-3 years off and be under the radar.
He's supposed to be coming to Oakland for this My Brother's Keeper Rising
Can I
conference.
get in? Nigga, did you apply?
It's invite only.
Did you ask to be invited?
Yes. I didn't get invited.
Oh, did you ask?
Yes, I did ask.
No, did you apply? Don't just go on his Twitter.
Yes. I applied.
Oh, and what they said? No, thank you.
No, thank you. It's invite only.
Ooh. Well, you need to keep applying.
I need to get my social capital up. Obama, Stephen Curry, John Legend,
Carl Mason. We gotta do better.
Shaka.
Shaka, Singboy. That's that guy with the dreads who got out of jail, right? Wanda Johnson and Edgar
Villanueva.
They got a live stream.
I hope so.
Yeah, you have to watch that on live stream. Oh, it's a town hall with President Obama. But have y'all noticed he been super, super low key?
See, that video, that could have been me right there.
That surely could have been you. But
it wasn't.
Time and a place. But Michelle, she got her book. But I feel like Obama, she only invited him to one stop. He said, "You worry about my children. You make sure Malia and Sasha is good for kid for school. Make sure them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches is made."
What?
Well, I'm just somebody got to take care of the children.
What you mean? One of them in college.
Yeah,
and
the other one ain't.
Hell, ain't she at like a boarding school or something?
No, she ain't at the board. She go to school and come home.
Oh.
What do you mean a boarding? She go to school in D.C. With the like Jessica B. Harris, her story with the what do you call it? Dignitaries. I couldn't even get the word out.
The black dignitaries.
The black dignitary and the white ones and the foreign ones too.
Man, Obama ain't making no peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Okay.
That nigga got he got all types of cooks and maids and shit.
Whatever you believe.
Oh.
And shout out to, does he like to be called Childish Gambino or Donald Glover?
Depends on the day.
Shout out to Donald, air quote, Childish Gambino, end air quote, Glover, winning song of the year, This Is America. I almost knew they was going to do that. Mm-hmm. White people were attracted to that.
Yes.
But it's a good song. They deserve to be. It deserved it. Shout out to Shady, Donald Glover, and Bradley Cooper, who ain't go to no awards this season and been winning them. Donald Glover, they was like, he ain't here. Listen to me.
But I don't think he been to one in a minute, truthfully.
I know. Shout out to Shady Bradley Cooper, because y'all know I'm a star of a star. I'm a fan of A Star Is Born, and Shallow's won and it deserved to win. With the Shallow, he made Lady Gaga sing that song solo on the Grammys. He said she's booked.
Because ain't he in Africa somewhere?
Doing what?
Recording another movie.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
I thought he was just on vacation.
No.
I swore he was just like, I swear people seen him at the In-N-Out and was like, is you going to the Grammys? And he was like, I'm at the In-N-Out. I'm being silly. Last thing we can talk about, y'all, This Is Us is back. Mm-hmm. Is This Ain't It? I'm not moved.
You just don't like Uncle Nicky.
I don't like Uncle Nicky. And at first I was like, maybe I'm triggered by like the war background, like the veteran background, because I don't think they really did it the service it should have been done. Right? Like, I think it was a lot more to unpack in these episodes when we're talking about the Vietnam War and like how it played. I want to be careful how I word this. I don't want to say rip families apart, but it did, right? It changed dynamics of families for generations to come because of this. Like, I didn't feel like we unpacked that enough, or even the reasons why, like, White Daddy went to war. Like, I wanted us to, like, if we're going to talk about the war and the vets and Vietnam War, let's fucking talk about it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they kept that super superficial. So I haven't been a fan of this storyline. And now that we're in present day and we're playing with Uncle Nicky, he just on some fuck shit.
Well, that's why his ass stayed in that trailer home. He didn't want to be bothered. Y'all came to me. I'm okay drinking mine, whatever he drinking with his
rye whiskey,
with his gun in his hand.
Oh my god! I was like, ain't nobody coming out here. I'm scared of you. You're Ted Bundy. You're the what's another crazy white man?
Baby, the gun is not for the people. It's for just.
I know. I'm getting that. Okay. Jesus. So like, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of the storyline. I'm not a fan of how Mama Rebecca even playing it. Like, everyone's coming in ultra dramatic, right? You ain't talked to this man in 40 years, and you're like, I don't know if I can talk to him. But you've never talked to him. What do you? You got options. Hey, how you doing? You want to come to Sunday dinner, or I'm really not fucking with you. Choose it. We're all too old, right? We've been through too much. We done lost White Daddy to the slow cooker, and y'all doing this.
Slow cooker.
I'm just not getting the story, and even how, who was it, Kate, going back to the house and having selective memory. And Randall talking about, Kate, Dad threw that plate. And she's like, no, he didn't. He put sparkles everywhere. Listen, Kate, go see a therapist. Because you got, what's it called when you holding back certain memories?
Repressive memory.
That's happening. And of course, Randall, he black. Even the worst white daddy throwing the plate ain't triggering black people that much. If that's the worst your daddy ever did, you are right.
Right.
And then the sad part, spoiler alert, Kevin back on that shit. But we knew Kevin was going to get back on that shit. We knew it. Because on the end, yeah, he a Kendall and white man and chiseled jawline and got money, right? But y'all knew he ain't healed from that shit. I knew he ain't healed from that shit when him and that black girl got on the plane and took their ass all the way to Vietnam with a postcard. Really? That's not what sober people do. We got to get a little bit more facts. Mm-hmm. And I know he got white money, right? So he can move a little different.
Right. He got white money.
But still, no, that's not what you do. And the black girl ain't going to be able to handle it because she got her own shit. Mm-hmm. Randall and Beth, it's about to pop off because Felicia Rashad's in the next episode. I'm hoping I can come back.
Oh,
they played Felicia Rashad because they opened the scene with Randall coming back after discovery with Uncle Nicky on Uncle Nicky fuck shit. And he was like, hey, babe, I'm happy to be back. Beth, I have to go. My mother broke a hip. I hope she haven't broke a hip. I'm like, Felicia Rashad ain't that. Don't do that to her. She ain't breaking hips. She take her vitamins.
She take her vitamins?
She take her vitamins. So first of all, don't play Mother Rashad like she got broken hips.
Oh.
And then but I have to get to DC. I'm driving to DC now. I'm meeting my cousin with the daddy issues at the train station. I have to get there. And then of course they did the flash forward. I hope there's some real black mothership. I hope it ain't no some, the bullshit. It looked like Beth wanted to be what's the black ballerina name?
Misty Copeland?
Yeah.
Oh.
And Felicia Rashad was like, you're not that good at it. And Beth haven't forgiven her.
Oh.
That's what it looks like is about to happen. And I'm Felicia Rashad gonna give an old nasty dialogue to be like, your black ass wasn't that good to be a ballerina, so I sent your black ass to Howard to get a fucking degree to have a better life. Bitch, you can't be a ballerina. And I'm sure they're gonna flash forward to her watching Soul Train or white people doing the ballerina dance. And I'm spoiler alerts all the way around. Beth gonna come back to Randall. Well, how much money do Beth and Randall have? And gonna tell Randall that she don't want to work at the firm no more. She want to be a ballerina and open up a ballerina school for the wayward blacks.
And Deja gonna be her first client.
Oh my God. I don't want that. This Is Us. If that's it, go back to the drawing board, take a hiatus. And that's why we get that flash forward of Beth looking down at black ballerinas because she opened up a ballerina school for the wayward blacks.
The wayward blacks. What the fuck?
That's what's gonna happen, and I'm not for it. I'm not for it, and I just don't know how she gonna open up a ballerina school for the wayward blacks, and Randall gonna be a councilman for a poor ass city that he gonna be had to do all his own home improvements.
Oh, I was gonna say he gonna have to take all the money from his life savings just to
life savings, honey. You have to do a nice loan
to get the city back going again.
Please, just to never mind. So I don't know. I don't know where it's going, but I do know next week it's going to be a nasty performance by Felicia Rashad, and I'm getting ready for it.
I'm ready for it now.
But that's all I got. You got anything else, Niram? I'm sorry I cut you off. This Is Us. Did you watch This Is Us a little bit? You fell asleep.
I fell asleep. I wasn't for it.
So that's what we got, y'all. It might be a little bit delayed. We're trying to figure out when we have to head back home to Michigan, for Niram's or father's arrangements. But just look at Instagram and all that good stuff. But I know we're at least going to take a little bit of time off because we're still figuring out when the funeral is. But again, just stay tuned to our social media. Send us good energy. Send Niram good thoughts and prayers. Even though he said he don't want it, he's a Cancer. He do want it. So please send him all the love that you can. You have anything else, Niram?
So submit your Black Love story. Go to blacklovematters.com to submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk. Shoot us an email, blacklovematters@gmail.com, to leave a comment about anything that we talked about. Head on over to that website. We got SoundCloud, and we also got that voicemail. That's at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. And remember,
love is ever evolving. Peace. Send them condolences, y'all.